Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This reading is for Omari Grandberry. And if for the ones who don't know, it's the singer Omarion that used to be, well, yeah, they used to be a part of the group B2K. And this is just a general reading, so whatever comes up or whatever spirit tells me about Omarion, I will relate to you if it's appropriate. Sometimes readings can be very intimate and intimate to the person, and you don't want to spill too many beans. But I guess the whole point of spilling the beans is the reason why you're watching this video is because you want me to spill the beans. So I'm down with that. I'm okay with that. Okay. So I'm just using this Palo Santo stick to just clear the air, my energy. And and then we'll get right to it. So just right now, I'm getting a feeling of like nervousness or uncertainty. Almost like he's trying to figure out what direction he wants his life to go in. And I feel like he really enjoys this music thing, but I also feel like it takes him away from it. It takes him away from some of the things that he feel more dear and close to. And I want to say his family. And okay, okay. So I'm gonna do his readings like I normally do all my readings. I'll do an energetic reading, and then I'll pull some cards on it. So I don't know why Marcus Houston is coming up in this reading, but something is saying that they aren't on the most positive terms. Um, only was Immature trying to get back together? Y'all know I love me some Immature, but anyway, either because I guess they were trying to mirror their singing relationship to one another, as in like Immature and then Marcus Houston going on his own, and B2K, and then Omarion going on his own. But I feel like there was more drama in Omarion's situation than it was in Marcus Houston's situation. But him doing a reboot or trying to bring everyone back together, I think is what's causing the drama. Because some people around him feel like he shouldn't give the group another try, or he shouldn't continue to surround himself by those people, even though he feels like I've whatever happened was the past. And I think it had more so to do with money than anything. Money. And that was the competition, the uncertainty, right? I know they're supposed to be going on tour, but I feel like there's an issue with the tickets selling. Like they're concerned because the not all the venues are being sold out. So over the next few weeks or so, they're going to start trying to basically do more promos to make more people aware of what's going on, because they are not selling out shows. His relationship with his children's mother, is more of a passive aggressive relationship. Like he does what he needs to do for his children, but he doesn't let the what's going on with her affect his relationship with his children or what he needs to do. Now, if something comes up at any point, if something comes up where it's starting to affect his children, he will, I feel like he will do what he needs to do to ensure that his children are taken care of. I feel like he's single as well, and I feel like he's single because um, he's single because time, and he's learning how to do the time management balance type of thing. Getting more into meditation, getting more into actually following the flow of things. I guess that's the best way to put it. Following the flow of who he is and the life that he's trying to live, because he understands that as much as he loves music, I almost feel like he feels like he could be some of what, like a Gandhi. Like he feels like that he could be, because he is very intuitive and he has focused on being like very centered and being intuitive and focusing and following his goals, right? Shoot. Do we even need to pull cards? I think one of his children are have is a special needs. Um, I'm not sure what kind of special needs it is, but I get special needs. So that could be physical, spiritual, or mental. Like, and this is what could have triggered him to move along this spiritual journey, the spiritual journey that he's currently on. Mm. So he's definitely learning how to put. Okay, sorry about that. I actually had a phone call come in that I needed to take. So I want to apologize about that, but I am back. And this, let me recenter myself, and then I'll be ready to finish the reading. And this, is for Omari Grandberry, aka Omarion. He's the B2K guy. So, okay. So, these are the cards that I pulled, which are okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so the cards that I pulled is a King of Heart with the Five of Diamonds and the King of Diamonds. To me, it's like he's trying to focus on himself and his well-being, and it's more of his spiritual well-being and his mental well-being. Um, but it still looks like he's in conflict with he's he's in conflict with another king, right? Another dominant male, and being in conflict with this dominant male is kind of what's pushing him to do more of the centering of himself, the more focusing of himself and his family, because he's the King of Hearts, which is pure love and more, and as a masculine, sometimes it's a little harder for masculines to fully express themselves, right? So as you can see, like this person here is another king of diamond, and this person here is a king of hearts, and I take it as like this person here is trying to focus on love and give love, but this person here is still cutting deep in even their words and their actions, because they haven't realized how they haven't they don't fully understand how to come to work out of love. Instead, they're working out of hurt. Okay. Does he have a son? Um, and so far so good. I think is the struggle is the is how to deal with this person. So it must be as someone that he actually has to deal with. Well, he does not have to, but he deals with this person in his daily life, which means it could be a brother, a friend, or even a father. But whoever this other masculine energy is, they do, like, they hold a place with him. They hold a place in his heart, which is causing him to have to do a lot of self-reflection because he's kind of he does not want to fight. Like, he doesn't want to fight with anger. He wants to fight in kindness and love, right? Okay. So let's pull some cards. Hmm. That card kind of popped out while I was trying to actually pick the deck up. So I thought that was interesting because the sorcerer, he's trying to manifest a particular destiny. It may even be in love, right? A destiny in love with a particular person. He hasn't always had positive relationships with women, but in finding himself, he feels like he has learned a lot in relationships. Like, you know that meme that says it's important to know who you're having children by or know who you're going to marry. Like, that's one of the important things. Like, even though we want to have children and even though we want to get married, that's something that you really need to internalize and look at. Because who knows, that person may want to be married just to be married, or because of who you are, what you have. Okay. So Omari, Grandberry, Omari, Grandberry, Omari, Grandberry. It came out again. Mm. Okay, so the overall energy is the crow woman, sacred law. Okay, so let's just put that here. So just the sign. So just looking at this reading with three major arcanas on the board, to me it looks like that he's really trying to work on his energy, working on ascending, working on his life purpose, because some of the he's realized that his way of thinking of the past, the way that he processed things, the way that he did things, weren't as beneficial as he thought they would be in that moment, right? So he's learning how to come out of that, and he's learning how to come out of the feeling of lack and coming into a feeling of empowerment, right? And in doing that, he's starting to manifest. He's brewing the fire to manifest the things that he wants in his life. Hence the reason why you have the sorcerer again. It's like, okay, now I understand where I've been, and now let me focus on where I want to go, right? And now he has a clear vision, and through that clear vision, it's going to cause him to actually ascend onto a higher spiritual vibration, which will allow him to conquer conquer the world. Allow him to conquer the things that he's wanting. He has want to accomplish in his life. Now he feels like almost like he has a deeper purpose now because he has children. And the interesting thing is he feels that he has a deeper purpose because of he understands women now. Not understand women as in knowing how they think, feel, and grow, but he knows the female's place in the creation of this world and the creation of who he is, and how he can use that energy to help ascend. And also in part of this, and not to get too personal, it's like he's also using this energy to manifest the feminine a divine feminine into his life that understands these same principles, that understands the sacred law, understand that the understanding sacred law and how to manifest, because that feminine energy, that femininity, that divine feminine energy is what's going to help us in, because coming out of love, working out of love, and women are compassionate, loving, caring people, and he's starting to see that. He's starting to understand that, right? So another thing that I'm picking up is he's not letting the things he know affect how he's moving, how he's going to move, how he's going to move in this life. So even though he may have had heartbreak in the past, he's not going to allow that heartbreak to affect how he moves in the future, which is really good because now he's learning from his relationships, and now he's building on those relationships, which is causing him to grow and to ascend, right? I don't know what zodiac sign Omarion is, but if I had to guess, I would say Aquarian or Pisces, only because those are the floaty signs. Those are the signs that kind of are they're best in their element. They're best in their element, which means they allow things to flow and move in a way without too much distraction. He kind of understands, hey, if the pencil fell off the table, it must not have been it might have not have been meant for it to be on the table, type of thing. um and he's starting to surround himself with like-minded people. He's starting to surround himself with more spiritual people, people who could help him sit and center himself and go into meditation and help write something down or draw something down to help him manifest that into his reality. What else? And he's trying to teach his children the same thing. I think that's honorable. I feel like he wants more children. I feel like he wants more children, but he wants to make sure that the information that he's teaching his children is for their highest and better and best good. Okay, so let me pull an affirmation card. This card popped out. I didn't even have time to actually shuffle. So let me see what else popped out. So this is a card of positive thinking. So the card on the bottom, for some reason, was calling me, and it's perseverance. So let's read the positive thinking card. And I feel like even in picking up on his energy and me delivering this reading, it's almost like I've received a sense of calmness. Like I have a sense of calmness in my delivery. My words are clear. My energy is clear. It's like, okay, now I'm serene and I'm able to deliver the information that needs to be delivered. And I feel like that's how he's actually handling things in life. So before he goes into an interview, before he goes into or makes a major decision about his life or about his family life or his tour or whatever the situation may be, he's actually taking that time to meditate so he can pick up on the most divine energy and the most divine path for who he is. I think that's wonderful. I think that's beautiful. I think that's something that we all should do because it keeps you in the now. It keeps you in the now and it keeps you focused on your life purpose. Okay? Positive thinking. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind grinder. So basically, to me, that kind of goes along with this reading. Him not letting the things of his past affect how he's going to move forward in the future. Him staying positive, not letting those things that he used to tell himself or whatever the situation may have been. I even feel like even though he is in the limelight, he still kind of deals with self-esteem issues sometimes because it's almost like, am I good enough? So maybe that kind of relates to that battle between the two kings in the beginning of the reading, where I pulled the cards where you had a king, a five, and a king. So maybe that actually plays a role in it. And now he's coming out of that. He's understanding the law. He's understanding law of attraction. He's understanding manifestation. He's understanding how him controlling his emotion but still working out of love is what's going to help him ascend. Him doing those things and being a visionary and knowing where he wants to go is going to allow the universe to pave the way. Okay? So perseverance. It seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it. You just need to tackle it. Complain if it makes the job easier. Blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. So basically, this is like it kind of reiterates what I was saying. He's coming out of that state of stagnation, that state of not understanding who he is, not understanding his divine power, and he's moving towards his divinity. I think that's wonderful. I hope you all enjoyed this reading for Omari Grandberry, aka Omarion. Please leave a comment below if you know anything about Omarion, and I'm touching on some things that you feel are very accurate or things that you don't feel are accurate, all right, please like, subscribe. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.